Let us first take a deep divine breath in right here and right now today to remember to gather the infinite nature of source, the expansive nature of creation, and your infinite divine essence, and live in God's spark within that knows how to travel these worlds. Let us breathe the energies of this grand return to the garden together today. Let us breathe together these frequencies of divine oneness and wholeness again, deeply feeling and allowing the holy essence of living at one meant again. In those spheres of divine light, in those conscious breaths you are taking together with us right now in this moment, all is healed again. All is harmonious again. All is divinely blessed again. And all is joyful and free again. How is this so? Because your words are your ones. Dear ones, your words are divine creationary tools that manifest all of your sacred heart's desires. The biblical serpent slithered into this divine creation in a planetary cycle that allowed some frequency vulnerabilities, enough for this lowly entity to get in. As a warrior of light, it is your obligation to take the time to listen to and hear what others are saying, because at that time, you are taking your power back into your hands. You stop looking for approval from others and begin seeing yourself through the eyes of the Spirit. You begin to love who you are as a part of all that is. You are then able to share with others how much they are loved by themselves and by all of creation. As leaders in your communities, you encourage and help others to find their own center, where they can feel safe and connected. This is the way in which you combat the forces of negativity on earth. We know that many of you say that we have been saying this for a long time in your terms of understanding of time. But things are actually progressing really fast for you now, and you are on the brink of creating a new world. Here is the frequency on which you vibrate on that determines your perception of reality or the world that you are experiencing. And remember, Ascension does not happen all at once for everyone. There are always those who are ready at certain times, while you are constantly shifting every single day. Even if these shifts are subtle and small, they are still there, and you know this. When an entity now becomes a god, the entity has surpassed the limitations of human. If this structure continually copies itself into every form, what are we responding to? We are responding to a force that is fragmented within each and every being, physical or non-physical. The only way we can evolve is through a higher influence. This higher influence is both non-physical and physical, and that influence too has a higher influence it responds to, and so on. The only way we can gain certain knowledge that will assist and help in our spiritual development is through a higher teaching force. Authorities are not for dominance or power or rulership. They are used to guide the mass. However, the power of guidance can be manifested into any form. It does not imply that the guide must be kind and peaceful. It can be cruel and brutal. The methods to teachings have many roads. If you are able to remove the human concept of good or bad, peace or chaos, you will be able to see beyond the cloud and understand that everything that happens for one purpose, is growth. You have access to a powerful source of inner guidance. Discernment is quite simply the ability to determine for yourself what information serves you, what is for you, and what isn't. The gift of spiritual discernment is so incredibly important as you progress on your spiritual path and ascension path, and as you connect with your spirit guides and angels and their guidance and support for your life. Discernment is also key as you tune into spiritual teachings from me, the messages I channel, or from other spiritual teachers, creators, or way showers who are sharing their gifts, their light, and their messages in the world. You are each a sacred seed, you are each a divine perfect blueprint, and thus you are a sacred tapestry, a map, and a cohesive one that creates the whole entire picture of a new world living. While you dig deeper within to feel and find your sacred seed again, we assure you it's there, it's most certainly there. Some of you may have more than one sacred seed, and if so, delight in it. The more divine seeds, the merrier in a world remembering its living light again. This is the time of the great remembering. This is the time of the great reunion. Your living words are your ones. Your inner sentience is your fertilizer for your sacred knowings, your epic remembrance, and your ultimate emancipations from the serpent's seductions and incarcerations. Even the word seduction has the root word and sound, seduction, that is that serpent gnarling around the God codes, and the living word of source again. More like caution or a warning, perhaps meaning a warning about the seed, the warning seed, or a seed of warning. Isn't it wild and wonderful to look deeper into the words and sounds you use every day to create your life stories? You will be surprised what you find when you look deeper into the language of the 3D matrix. Now, the negative or opposition of this force is iron. Iron too will be ascribed the name and gender based on the energy it emits, and based on the current highest of human understanding until further evolvement. When the human's understanding evolves, so too will the perception of this force. But iron and lightning as opposing force may not be so in the realm they belong, but this is how they manifest into the earth realm. This is why lightning always seeks to strike iron. Everything has a role to play in this realm of manifestation. They come to play the role of whatever energy they let off, and this energy is their contribution to the Earth's existence and human beings. So worshippers will realize that as lightning and iron are opposite forces in the Earth realm, measures of balance must be taken, so that within a human's life, battle is not constant. When you are connecting with the spiritual realms and tuning into your spirit guides and angels, know that it is divine law that they tell you who they are when you ask. So if you have a guide coming forward who is sharing knowledge with you, ask, who is this I'm connecting with? Are you of the middle path and highest crested light? Are you here to serve according to my highest and greatest good? If the answer is no, they have to tell you, and they will be released and deflected. You can then refocus on the golden light within your heart, calling for the higher vibrational guidance that will serve you on your ascension path.